Good morning to all of those tuning in. This is the Rebel Lemon, and today we are playing A Lakeside Walk in the dormitories. So, pretty simple premise. Our character decides to take a walk around campus near the lake, and it goes from a quite lovely, quiet evening to something a bit more eerie. So, for me, this is gonna come down solely to execution on whether or not this is gonna be a good game or a kind of alright game. Um, I'm thinking, and this is just my thought, but I'm thinking this is gonna be something more line of a either like supernatural kind of eerie kind of game or something with a little bit more psychological horror, but still is very subtle. Or it could throw me out of left field. The fuck? And give me like a Lovecraftian or Eldritch horror. I'd be down for that. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Oh, we just... Oh, eerie dark. That is literally the beginning. I love it. I will also say, I love this sign. That is... Oh, that's a bin. Okay. I will say, it is a very well-designed logo. So... Okay. I respect that. See? This is one of the things I like, where they start off very subtle. Oh, it's a duck! I don't know why it's glowing, but okay. I think that's algae, known as Ali. Oh, Ali. It's a local dialect in a small, Veneton town with 1,087 inhabitants, nestled among the spectacular peaks of the Dolomites. Its most distinctive feature is the picturesque lake formed in 71, following a landslide that detached from Mount Piz, a modern peak on the right bank of the Cordovo River. The massive debris buried 3 villages, forever altering the landscape. Despite its tragic origin, the lake is now beating heart of a local tourism. Its crystal clear waters reflect the towering walls of Mount Sveta, attracting visitors from all around the world. From skiing enthusiasts to hikers in pursuit of breathtaking views. I mean, the pictures do look pretty. A 45th annual night run around the Algae's Lake. Oh. I'm here, ducky. Come to me. Will you open your beak? No. Okay, so now that I know I can come down here... I'm not really seeing anything. So... I guess we continue on. Okay, I like that. There's a subtle... NZ Duck is gone. I was going to say there's a subtle difference between the grass and the, I don't know if this is gravel or pavement or whatever, but the fact that they put in the extra work to make that little strip of grass between the stone and the pavement, or like the walkway, actually a grass sound, I appreciate that. That shows an extra level of like, oh, oh fuck, that was a deer. You know what? Genuinely, fuck games that add in a sound effect like that. It is bullshit. The devs know it. However, I will give credit where credit is due. I like that that was more subtle. Okay, 2025, LG Lakeside, but light show, fireworks. That would be really cool. See, some of these events, I would genuinely want to participate in. Algae is a perfect getaway for those seeking nature, sports, and recreation. The town offers a wide range of activities and events, modern ski lifts, and entertainment for both adults and children. In summer, it takes on a something. Oh, okay, so that's in a different language. So this is being translated. Okay. Where fishermen's riverboats and pedal boats create a charming atmosphere. During the warmer months, the weekly lakeside market draws tourists offering local products and handicrafts. I wonder if this is in Spanish. I recognize enough French and German to know it's not that. That looks like either rocks or something in the water. I will say it is weird that there's an unattended boat. Splash Party's seasonal closure. Penny de Plaza, which is something in the plaza, I'm guessing. Weird, this is the one thing not translated. But it also might be the name. Also, that's not as weird as creepy to me as a lot of people make it out. They are light enough and can catch enough air that can do it. Towards a sustainable balance, it is regrettable to acknowledge how algae and its surrounding villages have become primary tourist destinations despite possessing the resources to foster a thriving economy. Local traditions such as woodworking, wrought iron craftsmanship, and gastronomy have almost disappeared, leading to cultural impoverishments of the area. Although tourism has brought wealth, it is also reshaping the town's original identity. It is crucial to find balance between tourism development and the preservation of traditions and the environment to ensure a sustainable and prosperous future. I actually quite agree with that. The Lake of Shadows, the chilling disappearances of algae. Despite its timeless charm, algae became infamous between the 30s and 40s, and once again in the 80s due to a series of mysterious Can you fuck off with the light? Disappearances. Although the exact circumstances remain uncertain, it is believed that these events occurred near Lake Algae as the last traces of the victims were discovered in its close proximity. The missing individuals include men, women, young people, and adults. Ooh. Weird that you would include adults? I get young people because you want to avoid saying children, but men, women, and young individuals would be fine. All vanishing without a trace in a phenomenon that seems to repeat itself cyclically over the decades. These occurrences, now collectively referred as the mysteries of algae. Very creative name. Not. Have inspired numerous books attempting to shed light on what happened, but without ever solving the enigma. Even the film industry has turned its attention to these events, bringing the chilling stories of algae to the big screen. The lake is often portrayed as a symbol of a dark secret, one that has never been uncovered, the eerie aura that still lingers over algae, continues to fuel its mysterious allure, drawing these fascinated by the unknown in its waters. Okay, that didn't have a second page. I do wonder if I've been missing some of the pages. You know, there's some games where when there's footsteps, I kind of hear double occasionally and wonder if... Oh man, I don't want to go off trail. If there's actually like a doubling in the sound, or am I misjudging the footsteps in their timing, making me think there's someone else? Oh, fuck. That's never good? That usually means the birds got startled by something. And seeing as those also seem like crows or some kind of corvid, that's kind of concerning. Oh, Jesus Christ. Families of the victims want the truth. Okay. Over the 6 months, a small community of algae has been shaken by a mysterious series of disappearances. 5 people, including 3 young women and 2 adults, have vanished without a trace. The case has sparked growing unease, bringing back the memories of similar events in the 30s and 40s. At that time, a series of disappearances affecting at least 7 people remained unsolved, with investigations quickly dismissed due to lack of evidence. Some witnesses spoke of blank presences, a blank ever confirmed. Today, history seems to be repeating itself. Local authorities have intensified their search efforts, but no concrete leads have emerged. More than 40 years have passed, but the scars left by the past disappearances are still fresh in the community's memory, says L. de Tony, mayor of Elton. Families of the victims refuse to remain silent, with a determination reminiscent of past decades. They are insisting on resolution to the case. Authorities have vowed to remain watchful, yet growing fears suggest the town may be facing another wave of mysterious disappearances. The case recently reopened remains a priority for local police, yet answers still seem out of reach. Which, with each day that passes without answers, the mysteries of algae grow ever deeper, stirring suspicions and giving rise to shadowy theories. Also, that was the backpack that one guy had. So the question is, where did he go? And I get this is also a pathway, but it would be nice. Oh, fuck. For it to be marked out a bit more. Oh, fuck. Okay. I will say, I am getting a bit, creeped out and on edge. But I will say that cabin is either somebody's home or a log cabin. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Investigation. Okay, still no leads. Recent experiences. I have uncovered documents and testimonies linking these events to similar cases from the 30s and the 80s. The missing individuals seem to have vanished into thin air. No bodies ever resurfaced. No traces have ever been found. Okay, to be fair, if this was the 30s and 80s only, you could chalk this up to a serial killer. But since this goes to 2025, this cannot be one individual. That's over 100 years later, or at least nearly. Local whispers of ancient blank found the lake a sacrifice blank blank, yet the elders remain silent blank blank reveal more. Okay, it is there, and I could read it. I don't know the language though. Elio, or a local fisherman interviewed in 32, claimed to have witnessed a faceless figure rise from the water moments before an inexplicable wave capsized his boat. A local chronicle recounts the mother of B, Paladin, a young man who vanished in the 80s, swore she heard knocking at the door 3 days after his disappearance. When she opened it, she only found his footprints on the floor. Hypothesis: the lake might conceal geological dangers such as sudden backflows or whirlpools. But could nature really be selective in choosing victims? And why do no bodies ever resurface? Could the missing individuals have desperately tried to escape from an isolated, lonely, and mentally stifling town? Some parish records mention strange events occurring near the lake. The lake in past centuries. They speak of bodies never something, occult worshipped, something in the water. There could be a something, recent disappearances. Okay, not concerning at all, but okay. So that seems to be either a detective, a private investigator, or something along that line. And it seems like they just got caught. I'm gonna head this way. Or not. Okay, what the actual fuck? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't see that one coming. I just got by aliens. I'm not gonna lie. Super gorgeous. I'm actually quite fond of a few countries. Surprisingly, Egypt is one of them. I say surprisingly because, like, there really isn't much there of interest. I think it might just be more of the fascinating history it has. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna get on a rant about something entirely random. But, that was a really cool game, actually. And I do kind of love how they built up the tension and the atmosphere to the point of when they reveal what's going on, it just makes sense. And not just that, but it does explain everything very neatly. I guess the only thing that you could argue is not explainable is how people get drowned in the lake. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that one. But yeah, interesting. I really like that. That was for the Spaghetti Invasion Game Jam. I didn't even pay attention. It was a part of a game jam. But knowing it's called the Spaghetti Invasion, I should have known this was about aliens. And you know what? Kudos. This was fucking awesome. I love this. Anyways, I don't really have much else to say. It was just a very solid experience. Sound design was good. They built up the atmosphere amazingly. They built up the tension. I really like the lore that they had. It genuinely felt like a real place. Yeah, I think overall, very, very solid. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning into the frequency. This is the Rebel Lemon signing off. So, good night and sweet nightmares.